So I was gonna run you through the way I do my fragrance reviews, or just how I kind of test out a fragrance. So I do two different scent strips, and I I'll just get one scent strip and use whatever fragrance I'm gonna use, and then spray it down like 5 6 inches, maybe a little bit closer, depend. Just spray down the fragrance on the strip, and then we'll just let it do its thing for either a whole day or maybe 6 hours or 8 hours, just depending. Just depends on how early you want to do that video that day or that review. And then you'll come back afterwards, and then you'll respray the fragrance on a different strip to get the top notes. And then that way you'll get both fragrances or notes, I would say, top notes and the end of the fragrance at the same time. So also just be aware, if you could do this in one strip, but when you spray the top notes on there, the fragrance is going to be completely different. Like it'll the top notes will overtake the base notes completely. So it'll set you back completely if you're using just one strip. And I'll say you could use both or just one, it's up to you. If you're using the two scent strip method, just write down on which one's the older one and which one's the newer one. So you could kind of tell which one's what and what fragrance you're smelling. Since I do a lot of smelling of different fragrances, I gotta write down what is what and who or anything like that. So try to keep yourself a little bit organized that way so you don't mix up the fragrances and notes and everything. So if you spray the fragrance on the strip very closely, you'll get a lot of the top notes. So I do like a little bit of long spray and very close spray also. So it just depends. Like if I'm not getting a certain type of note that they say the fragrance might have, I'll do a very close spray to see if that pops it out. And also, when you spray the fragrance at first, just give it a little bit to just mellow out a little bit because sometimes they're very strong. Then there's also this trick where you get this glass jar with like a cap, or it doesn't have to be like airtight, but you could put in your scent strip in there, and then once you cap it off, you give it like a minute or so, and then you cap it off, then you smell it, and then you'll be able to get a lot more of the top notes and different things, because depending on where you're at or your environment, or the fragrance can change a little. But I use this like little trick just to, if I'm really really like trying to get a note out of the fragrance, which I'll be honest, I'm like, I don't use it very often, but when I do, it does work. So you guys could try it. But I don't use it super often because it'll concentrate the whole like fragrance completely. So I don't know. Tell me if you guys have tried this kind of trick before. So let me know what you guys think.